But I like the way he runs the floor. I think in camp he was very competitive. I like the way he competes out there in these preseason games. So he's shown us a lot. His teammates really like playing with him too.
Christos Saltis.
Hello, Coach. I would like to ask you, what did you keep from these two games against the Cavaliers? And also, how satisfied you are about the creativity, the adjustments, and the rebounding on the court?
Yeah, we need to get better on the glass. We talked about that throughout the game. It's it's a huge category. So we got to be more physical. Got to hit more bodies on that. I also learned a lot about the effort that our team's going to play with. I was pleased with the way we started the game. I thought our defense created a lot of our offense with that first group. So there's a lot of good things out there. And then, like you said, there's a lot of teaching points to go over here before our first game on the 23rd.
Scott Agnes.
Hi, Nate. At what point did you learn Miles wouldn't be a go? And then also any recent update on Doug, who left the game early?
Yeah, no update on Doug. I think it was knee to knee. I'm going to go talk to him here in a minute. And then the Miles, I learned that probably, it was after I did my pregame talk. So it was probably 20, 25 minutes before game time when I was told about it. So I'm going to go check on both of them here shortly.
Seth Johnson.
Hey, Coach. Specifically, a lot of us have already been noticing the changes in the offense. How have you specifically thought of the offense so far in terms of especially how many three-pointers you guys are getting up and how much you're going up and down the floor?
Yeah, I like it. Don't have a lot of sets in yet that we're playing in the games yet, but I like our spacing. I like the way that we're sharing it. We're getting good shots. When we spread that floor out, good things happen for us. So I think it's coming along nicely.
Other questions for Coach, please.
Yeah, I know maybe you don't want to go as small as you had to at times tonight in the regular season, but how do you see that being a weapon and maybe being a changeup that you can utilize with this team throughout the season?
Sure. Yeah, we can to spread the floor. We have a lot of guys that can get to the rim with space. A lot of guys that can shoot that three to create even more space. So you'll see some of that. You'll see some of that 5 out and playing smaller and trying to open up that lane to see if we can punch through those gaps.
Anything else to wrap up? Tony East?
Nate, as a result of Miles being sick, you got to see Sabonis as the lone center for a little bit tonight. He did that with the second unit a lot last season. What did you like about him as the lone center with that starting group in this game?
Yeah, what I like about him is the way he handles it. He's a versatile big at that 4 or 5 spot. He can handle it up there at the top of the key. He knows when to dive, knows when to pop. He sets solid screens. He's a very willing passer. I know that I say that a lot because this team is full of them, full of guys who want to make the extra pass. But I've seen it. He has a lot of skill. He's a major skill set. And his teammates like playing with him so much because he sets great screens.
Scott?
Nate, have you established like a goal for 3-point attempts? Obviously, you've been over 40 both games. Or is it purely, hey, if you have an open shot, don't hesitate?
Yep, I like the number. I like the number where we've been at over the last 2. Like you said, we're 80 plus, approaching 90. So those are good numbers and they're good shots. I don't put a goal on it, but if they're good ones, we'll keep firing away.
All right, Coach, I think we're set. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, everybody.
There you go.
Wes, bonjour.
Hey, Vic. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great.
It's good.
All right. Questions for Mick, please. Nathan Addison.
Hey, what's going on, Vic?
Oh, wait, I can't hear you, boss.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, a little better, yeah.
All right. Talk a little bit about, how exciting has it been for you to just return and to be able to fight through some of the contact, since your injury?
Yeah, I mean, it's been good. It's been weird trying to get used to being faster again, like, because before, it was like playing with a little bit of a lag, but now I'm a little bit stronger than I was. So I'm a little bit faster than I was. So trying to get used to being, I don't know how to really explain it unless you fast, if you kind of understand what I'm saying, but trying to get used to being a little bit more explosive than I was before and learning how to play. And I feel like there are moments and there are times where I'm kind of moving too fast a little bit, just as far as being excited and stuff like that. But, for the most part, I'm moving well. My knee feels good. And I think that's what really matters. And everything else will, eventually it'll take care of itself and I get used to it again. But the positives is what's important. And that's how, I'm moving well and my knee feels good. So just got to keep building from that.
Wheat Hotchkiss.
Yeah, Vic, you talk about feeling more explosive. Is that helping you on the defensive end in particular right now?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely feel better moving defensively and stuff like that. And offensively, like I said, just getting used to being, a little more explosive than I was before. Now that I'm a little bit better than I was in the bubble, just getting used to having that body again. I don't know how to explain it really, but just getting used to, to feeling better and being better. So I'm not really worried about that. I know the offense will come. It's a long season and everything like that, but everything else it's been pretty good, and I just got to continue to keep getting better.
Christos?
Yes. Hello, Victor. I would like to ask you, after those two games against the Cavaliers, how far or how close you feel you are on the right direction as a team? And also about you, do you believe that you're going to be ready about the tip of the season?
I still think we still have room to improve. Definitely, it's everything's new for everybody, coach, for the players. Just everything's new. So we definitely got to get used to it again. Get used to playing with each other. Get used to playing for Coach Nate again. Playing for Coach Nate, and I think everything else will take care of itself after that. But we just got to stay patient, continue to keep working hard, and I feel like everything else will take care of itself. But for the most part, I think defensively we've been really good. We just got to keep building on that. There's some things obviously we can get better at. That's why it's preseason. A lot of us, we just out here trying to, get our feet wet, get used to playing again, and like I said, eventually the rhythm will come.
Scott?
Victor, what was just the weekend like in general, having to follow protocol, not going maybe out to dinners like you typically would? Just in general, how were you felt like you were impacted and had to adjust a little bit?
Yeah, it was really different. Having to wake up a little earlier to go get tested, waiting in your room until you're cleared to do anything. It's a little different than, obviously staying 4 days in Cleveland, playing them. I believe we played them Friday or Saturday, we played them Saturday and then having to play them again today and staying here for 4 days is something different. It's different for everybody, but, it's not that bad. And I think it's just something that we're just going to have to adjust to. And as we get used to it, I think guys will figure their routines out and it'll kind of become the norm for everyone. But for the most part, it really wasn't that bad. I mean, we don't really do much when we're on the road. Instead of going out to eat, we were given food in the hotel so we could eat and, just relax and go to our rooms and kind of hang out and stuff like that. But, it's just an adjustment for everyone. But, if we want to play the game that we love at the highest level, we got to make that adjustment. So we're making it.
Vic, I know Aaron started with you and Malcolm in the bubble, but do you like that 3-guard lineup in particular in this system, new Coach Nate system?
Yeah, I mean, it's just 3 guys who could handle, 3 guys who could make a play, make a shot. It's definitely dynamic. It's definitely unique. Aaron does a great job. Justin did a great job stepping in and stepping up when guys are hurt, and Miles and TJ Warren. So that's the beauty of this team is our depth. So we just got to continue to build on it.
Christos?
Yeah. Victor, it's early in the preseason, but how do you feel you fit on Coach Nate's system?
Definitely I still got to get used to the system, but I think it definitely works. I still got to figure out, exactly where I'm gonna get my attempts, my shots at, working in the system and everything like that. But I mean, for the most part, I think it's great. We're just simplifying it right now. I know he's still got a whole bag of tricks that he hasn't really brought out yet because it is preseason. But for the most part, we're just doing a great job of trying to adjust and, focusing on defense. That's the big key. And we've been pretty good defensively the last 2 games. And offense will come and the rhythm will come. But we got to control. We can control right now. And that's our effort on defense. And I thought the last 2 games, we did a pretty good job of that. And there's still some things we got to work on. It's the first 2 games of preseason. This is a new coach. It's a new system. It's a lot of us first times playing together for this amount of time. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us been hurt first time we're all healthy. So something we all just got to adjust to and continue to adapt to. And eventually it'll become free flowing and it'll just become second nature.
Any other questions to wrap up? All right. Thanks, Vic. Appreciate the time.
Worldwide West. Don't leave no worldwide mess now, champ.
Hey, don't worry. One day you'll be as fast as me again.
West said one day I'll be as fast.
What's up, Domas? You ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll start with Wheat.
Yeah, Domas, how would you assess the state of the team and where the team's at after these first 2 preseason games?
I think we're doing great. We're doing great. First quarter was great, the beginning of it at least, and we just got to maintain that effort. We did a lot of good things to start the game off. We just can't relax. And then from there on, they kind of got their second win and started playing again. So it's good. We're having fun out there. We're learning the system, getting our conditioning up. And it's been a lot of fun.
Christos Saltis.
Hello, Domantas. I would like to ask you how different is this season for the team, because you have a new coach, a new philosophy, and a new approach on the game. And also, how different is your role also on the game?
Yeah, it's different, of course. There's this new coach. He has different things he wants us to focus on: ball pressure on defense, being active. On offense, we're running different things. Our motion is different. Everybody has their different spaces. We still haven't really done what exactly we have been working on in practice. We're struggling a bit on that part on the offensive end, but we're gonna get it. We have film to watch on both of these games, and then we have a couple of days of practice before we have another game against the Sixers. And then my role, I feel like same kind of role. I'm go out there, help the team win, screen, be a good diver, pass the ball when I can, and just be aggressive. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing the same.
Scott Agnes.
Domas, can you describe just kind of how different your weekend was compared to a normal weekend in terms of, where you eat, your routines, those sort of things and your new world you're having to adapt to?
In Cleveland, it was kind of the same weekend there. It's been every year, maybe in a different city. We probably would have gone out with the team to go eat somewhere else, but there's just a lot of different rules we got to do. We got to wake up early, get tested, wait till we're clear before we go out, lift, stretch, do anything we want, and then just got to be safe. Got to keep washing your hands. We don't want to get, if one player gets it, then it's just going to pass along through the whole team, and it's going to hurt the team.
Yeah, Domas, Vic was telling us he feels more explosive than he did last season. Have you seen a difference in the way he's moving so far in camp?
Yeah, I think he looks great. He feels a lot better. He looks a lot better. He's happy. It's great having him in the locker room, and on the court. It's only game 2 of him feeling this good. So he's trying to test it out. Also, new system. Everybody's kind of can't go at 100%. Everyone's kind of trying to figure things out. So that's the main thing.
Christos.
Domantas, how useful was this first two preseason games for you to find the pace and to create your chemistry as a team? And also, what's your thoughts about the newcomers in the team?
I think these two games have been great. You know, we've been practicing, trying a lot of new things out. You know, it's all very different. You know, nobody likes change. You know, so it was nice to finally come out there and try these new things out and see that they actually work. You know, and I think everybody's excited. Everyone I talk to is having a lot of fun. We just want to keep trying to improve and catch on to this new system as quick as possible because everybody loves it. And then the new guys, they've been great. They've came in. They're working really hard in training camp, a lot of energy, as you saw tonight and last night. They come out and they just give their hearts out, you know, and that's anything you can ask for preseason games.
Thank you.
Anything else to wrap up? All right. Thanks, Domas. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Good. How are you?
Good. All right. We'll go ahead and start questions with Wheat.
Yeah, Aaron, Nate said that you've had a really strong camp so far. Why do you think that is? What's been working for you?
Being in the league a couple of years, you just come in a lot calmer. You kind of know what to expect and pretty much know your game and know what you need to do. So I think that has a lot to do with it. I'm just out there playing now. I'm not really thinking too much and just out there playing.
Other questions for Aaron, please. Wheat, go ahead.
It seems that this system really plays to your strengths. Do you like getting up and down and shooting a lot of threes the way that Nate wants to play?
For sure. I did that in college at UCLA. We got up and down, played very fast on offense, and got a lot of threes up. And I think that works for me. I could shoot the ball pretty well, and obviously I like to play fast. So, and we play really good defense. There's a lot of different structures that we have coming with Nate, the new Nate, sorry. And I think it'll be really good for us. We can really pressure the ball and get out and make and disrupt a lot of things.
Does anyone else have questions for Aaron? Nope. Okay, Aaron, appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you.